Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you doing?
I have a sore throat, but other than that, I'm fine. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Sir,
uh,
just before we start, sir, last time's recording is not shared.
okay, sure. I will share it this time for sure.
Acha, last time recording is there, right?
Yeah, it is there. मेरे ख्याल से एक वीडियो रिकॉर्ड हुआ था मेरा. I will definitely upload it on YouTube. But I will cover up the entire thing today again with you. Okay?
Acha, that all shift and control wala bhi.
Yes, सब कुछ. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let's start with the presentation itself. Let me know if you are able to see my PPT.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just to start today, we will do something quickly on the PowerPoint itself, and we will try to use some shortcuts. Now, for using the shortcuts, I had already given you a PDF file, which was
Correct.
something like this, right? Are
Right.
you able to see the PDF?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we will be using PDF and a PPT. Okay. So at your computer, uh, can you open a blank presentation, something similar to what I have opened up right now?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Arey. Sir, 2 minutes. Huh? It's
Yeah.
lot of files are open, so
Sure.
only PowerPoint now is having a issue. 1 second. Sir, it has opened, but I don't know what is the issue. It is close all windows.
Are you getting an error message or something?
No, a blank window is featuring again and again. Can I just shut down once the computer?
Yeah. Please go ahead. I'll wait for you.
Sir, can I open it on both the?
See, I think you have added yourself with two profiles. One of them is in
Yes, so
mute.
that I can.
It will cause an
Yeah, I
echo.
just wanted to see what you were doing so I could see it, do it. But anyways, I put it off. It's
Okay.
creating a lot of resonance.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
You have this slide open, right, on your
Yes,
screen?
sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, see, what we will do is, this is the default slide which you see on your screen. Just a moment.
Correct.
Uh, yeah, something like this. It will tell you click to add a title or click to add a subtitle. So this is a default slide. What we do is, whenever we want to create some customized slide, we don't take use of these templates. Okay, these are
Oh,
just like guidelines. They are trying to give you some guidelines, and they are trying to make your life a bit easy by telling you, okay, you can type something like this, say presentation. Okay, this becomes your title. Then there's a second title which says 2011 World Cup, something like this. Um, so all of these things can be easily managed by ourselves. What I recommend is, in this kind of a thing, never use the default template, because when you will add some more things into it, it becomes difficult to manage both what is given by PPT and what you are adding it on top of this particular thing. For example, if I insert a shape, okay, I'm inserting a shape over here. Okay, now I want to manage this shape along with this thing which was written by the PowerPoint itself, by the template itself. So if I want to manage these two things together, okay, at times it becomes difficult to manage all these things together, working together. So a thumb rule is, uh, you can use it if you are in a hurry, okay, but if you have some time and if you want to create a good customized thing, I would recommend you to don't use this default things. What you can do is you can just go like this. You can say right click, and you can see, uh, in the layout, you can go to blank layout. Okay, when you do a blank layout, it becomes like a blank canvas where you can customize, you can add things wherever you want, in whatever corner of the slide you want, you can do it. If you use the default template which is given by PPT, you are restricted to use only those areas which these guys have done, and you will have to probably customize it again. So it's better to, if you want to do customization, let's create using a blank layout itself, so that everything right from scratch you can manage it the way you want. Okay,
correct. Yes, sir.
all right. So here I'm going to make a title presentation slide right now. So how do I do this? First of all, let me know if you are able to see this ruler on the top.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see on the screen, on your screen also?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and are you able to see this line, the
The
center?
ruler I'm
No.
not able to see, but on my thing I'm not able to see the ruler.
Okay, what you do is go to view.
Okay.
Okay, in the view, there is a ruler checked and there is a guides
Yeah.
check. Check both of these
Yeah.
two things together.
Ruler. I'll tick mark both.
Yeah, check mark both the ruler and the
Okay.
guides.
Yeah.
Okay, so this ensures that you have the ruler on the top, and you have right at the zero, there is a line which goes vertically down, and there is a horizontal line also which goes over here at this left hand side. There's another ruler which says zero. So you have the zero, zero is the center of your slide.
Correct.
Okay, now uh, I'm going to add a text box to this particular thing. So to adding a text box, you can go to insert. You can go to this particular thing called text box. Okay, just click on this and you can place this text box anywhere on the slide. So let me place it over here. Okay,
Right.
you can also do simultaneously at your end.
I'll do it. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Once you have done this, in this text box, you can write something like presentation title. Oh, I have made a mistake. Okay. Let me know if you are able to see this presentation title now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will do two things with this. First thing is this is just a start. Okay. This is the basic thing which you have added as a presentation title. Now I want to make it center line. I also want to make it to the center of this particular slide, not at the center, but on this level. I want this presentation slide to be right across this particular line. Okay, so there are some shortcut keys which I want you to understand and start using them from today. Do not
Okay.
use I mean, try to prevent to use mouse because presentation is all about doing things very fast and very effectively by using keyboard. So for that, if you have this PDF open at your end, this may help you to understand what is the shortcut key you're going to use. Okay, so very first shortcut key which you are going to use is if you type anything into this text box, by default it is left aligned. Am I right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, we want to make it center line. So you can go to this and you can click on this, or you can do a shortcut key called Control E. Okay, so you need to select this text box and press Control E. Once you do this, it comes to the center of your text box.
Okay.
Okay, now this is in the center of the text box, but not in the center of this line. You get it?
Okay. So I'll just do it. Yeah. It's not at the center of the slide, right?
Yeah, I mean center of the vertical line. So what
Right.
I do is in this, when you select this text box, there is also a menu, an additional menu which is called drawing tools, in which you can use a shape format. In the shape format, there is something called as align, align objects. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Click on the align object. There are different alignment options available for you. Okay, what you can do is you can select align center. Okay,
Hmm.
the moment you do the align center, it comes, the presentation slides comes right at the center of the vertical line.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Right.
Okay,
So this is in drawing tools.
yeah, in the drawing tools under the shape format, align, you're able to see that.
Just select it and select the text and say align center.
No, don't select the text, you just need to select the text box, not the text. The rectangle should be selected, it should show up like this, three dots here, three dots there, and two on the top.
Okay.
Is it working?
Yes. Sir, what did you click? Align center or align?
Align center.
Yeah, it is working, but I really don't know whether it's at the center.
Sorry, center means the text box will be right at the center of this particular vertical line.
The entire text box, right?
Yeah,
Um, Correct, sir. So you just remove the text box. Is the presentation title also at the center?
see, let me do it once again for you. Just observe it and then you can
Yeah.
replicate at your end. Okay, I go to the text box. I create this text box anywhere over here. Okay, and I type presentations title. Okay, once I'm done with this, I'll just click on this text box. Okay, and then I'll first press Control E to bring this presentation title to the center of my text box. Okay,
Mhm.
now this text box has to be brought in the center of this particular line, vertical line. And this in this section, in this section, I want this text box to be right at the center of this line. So how do I do that? I go to shape format, I click on align, align center. The moment I do this, the text box comes to the center of my this particular line. Are you able to follow?
Right, sir. I got it.
Okay. Now I want to do two things over here. One thing is I want to remove this camel case. Camel case means the first letter of the word is in capital. I don't want this particular case. I want it all in uppercase. What you can do is you can just select your text, okay, within your text box. If you, sorry, if you select your text by pressing Control A, inside that, you go to home. In the home, you can click on this change case. Do you see that?
Correct. Yeah.
So here you can go to uppercase.
Right.
The moment you do this, you get this in the uppercase. This is all fine. Now I want the title of the presentation is always supposed to have a higher font size. Okay. So
Right.
what I do is I go to my PDF and I select there's a shortcut key to make it a bigger or smaller. Okay. How do you do this? You press the Control and Shift key, and if you
Hmm.
want to make it smaller, you press this uh this symbol, which is
Smaller
less than
size.
symbol,
Hmm. Less than.
and if you want to make it bigger, you press the opposite one, the greater one. So in our
Right.
case, we want to make it bigger. So what I do is I just go and select this text, and I press Control Shift, and I press the bigger symbol. The moment I do this, do you see that the font size has increased from 18 to 32 on its own,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So I press once again uh, this particular thing, and now I can just make sure that my text box becomes quite simple. Uh, Again, I can go to the shape format and I can say align center, and this becomes aligned to the center,
Right.
right? So this is
Right.
what I want. This looks completely appropriate. I mean, it's right at the center. The font size is okay. Now, if I want, I can make change the font size, font type. I can just press Control A again, go to Home, and here I can select something like Arial Black. Okay, something which is like bold and which is like also having a darker way of making that presentation look a bit important, you know. So I can either use this way, I can change this format, and then I can again make sure that they all lie in the same line. They don't fall in the second line. So I'll once again expand this presentation box, and once again I'll go to shape, press alignment. Just a moment, huh? I just want to see over here. Yeah, recording is on. Good. So I just select this particular thing again. I go to alignment and I say align center. So this is all fine with me. The presentation title is ready right now. Okay. Now I want a subtitle to be produced along with that. Have you reached till here? The presentation title?
Yes, sir, I've got it, but I haven't done.
Okay. You want to try it now?
I can try it.
Yeah. Please try and let me know if it's working for you.
So when I'm doing control shift, I've selected the box and sorry, I have to select the word. Then I do control shift and increase it, but it's not increasing.
Uh, have you selected the text?
Yeah, I've selected. I've
Okay.
done control A,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
control A, and then control shift and
The greater than symbol, which
yeah, greater
is
than symbol.
next to the question mark.
Achha, control shift and this. Okay, okay. I was using the other symbol.
No.
Oh shit. The scrolling one, right, left wala.
No, no, no.
Okay, done, sir. I got
Done.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So congratulations. So that is your title. This thing. Your title is created. Now we want to quickly do the subtitle. We don't want all this magajmari. Ye uh, presenting it alignment and everything. हमको जितना हो सकता है हम लोग shortcut use करेंगे. The shortcut is right now, which we will use now, is something called as Control D. Control D means duplicate the objects. Okay, so whatever
Huh.
settings you have done, you can keep the settings same and you can create another object for you. So what I do is I select this text box and I press Control D. The moment I do this, I get another uh, presentation title, which is another text box, and I will keep it right below the upper one, and then I'll go and select this text over here. Okay, I'll make this text font size as Arial.
Hmm.
Okay, and then I'll change the title. I will make this something like um, you can do it related to your company or something. I can say IT stocks audits
Hmm. Hmm.
2022. Okay, something like this. And then I will press Control A, and then I'll say Control Shift lesser than symbol, and I will reduce the font size to an acceptable one that is like 20, and this looks fine. Okay,
Hmm.
have you reached till here? Can you try till here?
I'll just try, sir.
Yeah.
So when you select that text and you just say control D, right?
No, I selected a text box
Yeah, text box.
and I press Control D. The moment you do Control D, it duplicates the entire object.
Correct. But there is no much gap between the two.
Yeah, you just need to drag it down.
Okay. Okay, sir. And after that, what did you do?
You can select the text in that, and you can change this particular uh, font size or font type to Arial. You can also press Control Shift lesser symbol to reduce the size and make it any wording. Like I made IT SOX audit 2022, or you can make something like the World Cup
Yeah.
2022.
So you're watching FIFA, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you were up late night.
Yes, yes, I was.
So my husband is also a big fan. Fan in the sense he's played university level, so he kind of doesn't miss a single match.
Okay, whom is he supporting?
So he's a die-hard Argentina fan.
Same here, same like me.
So
Mm.
I think the last Argentina match which happened was quite exciting. So he
Yeah,
couldn't sleep the whole night.
yeah, I couldn't sleep. I slept at 5 o'clock in the morning after watching the match.
Yeah, and he wanted to kind of talk so much about the match.
Yeah, it was one of the best matches of this World Cup.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he was also saying. So he and his brother, in Dallas, they are always live and talking to each other while the match is on. They
Okay,
should have done like this. They should have.
all right, that's nice. Okay, let's do this once again. Are you done with this particular thing?
Yes, yes, I
Writing
got
this.
it.
Okay, I'm selecting this text again, the subtitle. I'll
Hmm.
change the color of it. So I'll just go to this fonts, font size, font color.
Hmm.
I'll change it to something like oranges. Okay. And once I'm done with this, uh, so this is like a contrast. A black with a yellowish or gold looks like a perfect contrast, and that's how your presentation should look like. Your first title slide, that what are you talking about, is right at the top, and then there is a subtitle associated with that. Now what you can do is you can add some objects to it. So before we add the objects, let's try to make this. This is right now in the center, but it's on the vertical line. It's not close to this particular thing. So what I can do is I can probably try to make them a bit lower, this particular line. Okay, not at the center of the slide, but just a bit, a touch over here, something in this region. I'll make these two things lie together. So how do I do this? If I want two objects to be combined together, so that whatever I do with the objects, I can do it together. So for example, say if I want to drag this particular thing down, so what a novice user will do is he will probably just click on this, bring it down, and then he will go and bring this down. Okay, so
Correct.
this is what a normal user will do. Okay,
Hmm.
but a pro, what he will do is he will not waste two clicks on this. What he will do is he will select these objects together. Okay. When you want to select the objects, you can just click on the first one, press the shift key, and select the second object. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
Once you have done this, both the objects are selected. Now you press Control G. Control G, what it does, it's a very powerful tool which people don't know about it. Control G is grouping them together. I don't get
Oh,
two boxes. It's grouping them together. And now I can just drag them down together.
oh, wow.
Okay. And once I'm done with this, please do not forget to ungroup them. So how do you ungroup? You press Control Shift G. Once you do that, you have ungrouped them again together. I mean, they are right now they are two separate objects, no longer the same objects. Okay.
Control Shift G, you said,
To
to
ungroup.
ungroup.
To ungroup, but to
And
group is
Control
called
G.
Control G. So this thing is already mentioned over here in your PDF. If you look at this, you will see. Sorry. Mm, uh, Group Control G, and ungroup is Control Shift G. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you're done with this, you are closer to your first slide. Now, one small pinch of effect which I will like to do is, yeah, ऐसे ही देगा मैं तो it will not look like a biryani. You know, वो बोलते हैं ना घर की मुर्गी दाल बराबर, राइट? तो
Hmm.
अपना घर पे अगर हम लोग कुछ भी चीज बनाएगा, वी ट्रीट इट लाइक अ दाल, मतलब ये उसको कुछ ऐसा वैल्यू मिला नहीं. बट if I'm giving it to my senior management, if I'm giving it to my colleagues or who are seniors to me, okay, I want to show them that I've made an effort, in making this look presentable. Okay, so this is out there. 90% we have achieved, but 10% कुछ extra कर सकते हैं. So what I would have do is I would go to insert. Okay, और यहाँ पे shape से I can select this round rectangle corners वाला object. Okay, the moment I select this, I can bring it closer to this particular thing. अभी आप देखेंगे तो ये ब्लू कलर में आता होगा आपको भी,
हम्म
राइट? अभी मैं क्या करूंगा, इसको यहाँ पे मैंने ऐसे ही ऑब्जेक्ट बना दिया. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू फिल दिस ऑब्जेक्ट विद अनदर कलर विच इज सिमिलर टू माय सबटाइटल.
हम्म
जो सब टाइटल है उसी के साथ वाला कलर मैं इसको बना रहा हूँ. ओके, एंड नाउ once I'm done with this particular thing, इसका हाइट बॉडी सब देख लिया मैंने बरोबर से. सो once I'm convinced, मैं बोलूंगा हाँ भाई इतना तो मुझे चाहिए, इतने हाइट का ऑब्जेक्ट चाहिए. नाउ I want this object to be placed in symmetry with over here. Okay,
हम्म
so that it looks symmetrical, at least presentation wise. So what I will do is, the reason why I've added this particular line, there is a purpose for it. What I can do is I can go to this line, I can right click on it, and I can say add a vertical guide. Okay, the
हम्म
moment I do this, जीरो के बाजू में आपको एक वर्टिकल गाइड दिखेगा. मैं उस लाइन को ड्रैग कर सकता हूँ और उसे ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर लेके आ सकता हूँ. I can bring it to the center of the object or something closer to the object, something like this. तो यहाँ पे मुझे एक रीडिंग मिलेगा उसका, कि वो रीडिंग कहाँ पे है. Where is this object placed right now? It's placed at 3.17. Did you notice
वन
that?
थ्री या वन
1
सेवन
1 7, right? तो मैं क्या करूंगा यहाँ पे, I'll again click on the add a vertical guide और इसको यहाँ पे 3.17 पे लेके आऊंगा. 3.17 समथिंग हियर. ओके, तो अभी
ओके
इसको मैं ऐसे कॉपी करूंगा, कंट्रोल डी. वंस आई डू दिस कंट्रोल डी, आई गेट द सेम ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएटेड. मैं इसको सिर्फ यहाँ पे लेके आऊंगा. जैसे मैं लेके आ रहा हूँ देखो, पावर पॉइंट इज गाइडिंग मी, इट्स शोइंग मी द गाइडलाइंस, शोइंग ओवर हियर कि दोनों रेक्टेंगल्स या दोनों ऑब्जेक्ट्स आर ऑन सेम हाइट, same level,
करेक्ट
right? What I do now is I just press the arrow key and I press it on the right hand side and I let it slide over here to 3.17.
सर आर यू ड्रैगिंग इट और यू आर प्रेसिंग समथिंग
No,
ऑन द कीबोर्ड
I'm pressing the right arrow key on the keyboard.
शिफ्ट एंड राइट एरो की और
No, no,
कंट्रोल
only the right arrow key.
ओनली द राइट एरो की
Yeah, okay.
ओके
ये कर दिया मैंने, तो ये यहाँ पे एक ऑब्जेक्ट आ गया है. Okay.
दो दिन से आ रही मैं कोई मंगाई
Now
नहीं
I just save this particular slide so that I I forgot to save it, but I can save it now. Say it's 11 December 2022. Okay, so right now it looks a bit better. Maybe if you don't like this particular thing, okay, the color combination with the subtitle, you can try to match it with the title over here. Okay, what I can do is I can select these two objects. All right, and इसको मैं shape format में जा सकता हूँ and fill में जाके I'll make it a bit grayish kind of an object. और ये presentation title जो था इसको भी मैं select करके I will go to home and I will say यहाँ पे I can make it the same color. So now it is either matching with my subtitles or is it matching with my titles. So any way combination is good. You can use it the way you want to be used. So आप ये देख सकते हैं, it looks a bit better. And it's also not like funky या कुछ ऐसा मैंने कुछ बहुत बड़ा creative किया या anything which is like a immature kind of a thing. It is just a simple object which we have created over here, just to show ki how does a final presentation look like. Okay, so once this particular thing is done, maybe you can go to view and you can remove the guides and you can see that how cool your first slide looks like. Okay, so that is how a title slide should look like. No
Where did
funky
you go
thing.
and do remove the guide?
So we went to view, एंड
हाँ.
यहाँ पे हम लोग जहाँ पे गाइड को सिलेक्ट किया था, चेक किया था स्टार्टिंग में, रूलर और
हम्म.
गाइड को, तो मैंने
हाँ.
रूलर रहने दिया है, मैंने गाइड को सिर्फ अनचेक कर दिया है
ओके.
ताकि वो प्रेजेंटेबल रखे। और इसके अंदर कुछ भी ज्यादा कुछ करना नहीं चाहिए, यू शुड नॉट डू एनीथिंग फर्दर। एट द मैक्स यू कैन ऐड अ कंपनी लोगो ओवर हियर इफ यू रिक्वायर। ओके, सो
राइट.
दैट्स द ओनली थिंग व्हिच आई वुड लाइक टू इन्फॉर्म। सो इसमें just to quickly brief around, what we learned right now is that we added a title to our slide, we added a subtitle, we understood a few shortcut keys, that is control G, how to group, how to ungroup them, how to duplicate the objects. Then we understood the shortcut key for center alignment. Okay, and then how to make a text look bigger and smaller. So these are some of the shortcut keys which we have applied in this particular exercise which we did, and we also
राइट.
understood how the title slide should look like: simple, decent, with no jada extra information. Bas itna karo, and that's it. Little is important. When it comes to presentation, you cannot dump it with big slides, yeah, big chunk of text. You have to be presentable and you have to be a bit creative. Okay.
करेक्ट. यस.
So with that, I'll close this link. I'll send you a new link because it's less than a minute. So let me send you a new link and we will continue with this. Okay.